I purchased two of these large, heavy metal or metallic outdoor planters. Now, I'm actually using them for inside my home because I wanted to have a bunch of aloe growing. I actually bought two of them behind one of my couches in my non-formal living room, and I think it worked perfectly. So how these actually work is they go all the way down to the ground, and they have a shelf in them about right here, and that way you can put plants in, but you don't have to fill the whole thing with soil. So that is a massive selling point for me, is that I didn't have to fill this huge thing with soil, because that was going to be so much soil. So I really liked that I was able to find planters that fit inside, and because I have this indoors and it is not made for indoors, I actually found these little plastic container planters that come with a water leaking shelf, and that way I can water these plants indoors without worrying about my floor getting ruined by the water. So overall, I am really pleased with these planters. As you can see, they're really long. They have a very modern aesthetic and vibe. So what I did is I found planters that like fit halfway in, and then I just ordered multiple of them, and these are plastic little planters. And then the soil that I used for this is actually the rosy soil for cactus and succulents. Now, I use aloe in my smoothies and I use it on my skin, so this was the perfect thing. I needed it to be indoors because aloe won't survive outside, and I use aloe pretty frequently to the point where I can have multiple of these plants growing in my house, and then I just come and rip off a healthy and fat juicy leaf and then use it for either my smoothies or for my skincare. So keep in mind that if you do buy these, you are going to have to get a planter that fits inside, because even if you decide not to and you fill the rest of it with soil, there's a big hole in the shelf that sits right here, which a lot of the soil would fall down, and then that would get on your floor. So for indoor planting, you absolutely need something to protect your floor from water, and if you're outdoor planting, you still are going to need some kind of rocks or containers to plug that hole, and that way all your soil doesn't fall to the bottom of this. One thing I wished they had done is, because most of this is empty space, all this like whole bottom half is empty space, I wished they had created a panel that you could get inside, and that way you could store things such as your plant food or extra soil. This is all unusable space, and so it's just like, why not have it as a storage with a little like flap right here that you can open up, and that way you can tuck things in? Because as of right now, I'm hiding my extra soils. And as you can see, this is the rosy soil for cactus and succulents. I really like it so far. I haven't had any issues with fungus gnats. But I just don't understand why they wouldn't make this a storage unit as well, because the plants only go from here to here. So just keep that in mind. But overall, I really like this. I think this would look great outdoors with some fake plants in it. My dogs even love them as well. But I am very pleased with this purchase, and I probably will be buying more for my outdoor setting.